What's going on, guys? Welcome back. My name is Brandon. Today we've got a fun repair project. We're going to be doing it outside and using flux core wire. Stick around. This is what we're working on, guys. Customer dropped this off for me this morning, and this is what's happened. He's actually broken off this part of the mower. It's like a guide that keeps the mower deck together, and you can actually see it's got a crack right over here. It's broken right through. That piece parted ways. I'm gonna do some cleanup on this and probably end up putting some sort of patch on here. He said this whole piece folded right back around towards the tire on the back. We'll have to put a patch probably underneath, weld this back together, make sure everything fits right, and we'll get him back on his way. And this is a good type of repair, guys, because it's a practical repair. It's something that could happen to any of you guys. If you have yourself a little welder, you could weld this all back together. And we're going to be doing this with a 120 volt welder. Flux core is going to be perfect for this because it's outside, a little bit of wind. We don't have to worry about our coverage gas getting blown away. So that I can get to the mower deck, I'm going to jack it up in the front.
Can I do it?
Or I'm going to have my helper do it, I should say. Keep going. Yeah, keep going up. That way I can grind up underneath this, get the grinder up under there. Go all the way up. There, just strap that guard back a little bit. So it looks like this piece used to be shaped like this, and this piece is all folded over, and it used to be connected to there. So I'll have to dig all that out, straighten this out so we can weld that up, and probably put a little plate up underneath here. That's way up there now, isn't it? What's it? Oh, this has been fixed before. First thing I do is just cover this over so I don't have to worry about getting any sparks anywhere or burning anything that shouldn't be getting sparks or burns. That'll help protect the seat and all the paint and finish. And this looks like it's been repaired. It looks like somebody's put some weld in here with a dowel on it, from what I can tell. Somebody's welded a bolt in through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp this together, and then I'm going to plate the bottom side, so that way if this weld is bad from the previous job, we'll have a plate that covers the whole thing. But rather than get into this and create more problems and cut this out and do more stuff, I'm probably just going to add to it and make it better. For this repair, guys, I'm just using a basic, simple 120 volt wire feed welder. It's a Hobart 140. It's on 120 volt. I'm using 30 thousandths Matheson self-shielded flux core wire. We come up to the chart, scroll over, see 30 thousandths. The material I'm using is 16 gauge. So we're going to go 3 and 35. That'll be our settings. And we're on DC electrode negative. You can see the terminal goes negative down to that block. That's because we're running self-shielded wire. Alright, here we go, guys. I'm going to just try to hold it in place best I can. Get everything lined up. Alright, so what we'll try to do is roll this up now. You can see how I'm trying to get it to go just like that. Right there is where I want it. There! Boy, that's hot and burned in. That's our weld on that side that we had the deck completely cherry red. Now there's a lip right here, and I'm going to grind that flush, then I'm going to plate it. So this is going to be that little patch plate for the mower. Easiest way to do this, just going to be clamp it in this vise like this and just bend it over a little bit. perfect. What I'm going to do is weld that on all the way around. That way I don't have to get into this weld right here. I can't do anything on the inside because of the clearances. It's going to hit the blade, so I'll have to just kind of cut this off and make a line pretty much right about here where I want to cut it, and that'll make for a nice patch, and I can get a little bit of weld on the inside too, and that should be good. And then we'll just focus on the other one, the other crack. This is the harder of the two areas. Clean this up a little bit. Yeah, that'll bridge that gap real good, guys, and we don't have to worry about that cracking again. Oh yeah, that's going to do a good job right there, guys. Oh yeah, wrap it right around. Yeah, I feel a lot better about that now. Alright, now we just got this back crack to weld up, and that's easy. Super hot, but you can see that's the plate that we put on right there, and it rolls all the way around to the inside, and I was able to get a bead along the length of it in there. Now, that doesn't look great, but sometimes knowing when to quit and not do something is part of the key to this. So this is all somebody else is doing right here. I just cleaned that bolt back and welded it into there. Because the issue being is if I try to torch and burn all this out, I'm only going to end up creating more problems for myself than it's worth. So you're better off sometimes just leaving things the way they are and making it structurally better. And this is right now. Now it's got the plate that bridges all of it and pretty much wraps around like the factory did. And then it does have this a little bit of additional glob here, but I did burn this in really deep right over there at the front. Now all we got left to do is just finish this little crack back here. Originally I was going to drill it to prevent the crack from spreading, but we already know why it cracked. It cracked because this weld broke and it got ripped back, and that's what caused it to crack. So all we got to do basically is put it together, and I'm just going to V it out a little bit and then burn it in. Line that up a little bit. This had a dent from where it folded back into the tire, so I've got that beat out, and now I'm just checking everything, make sure the clearances are good. It's close here. I might put the grinder on it just a little bit there, and you can see it's got good clearance here, no issues. So all I got to do now is just weld this up, and there shouldn't be no other issues here again. Now while I got you guys right here, I want to show you something. A lot of you guys like to weld without the nozzle on it, and it makes it great because you can see the contact tip, but it actually can be problematic because it could get some spatter up in these holes and block the air ports and mess up your MIG gun. So this is actually a tip. Fits right on where your regular gas nozzle would go, but you see how it leaves the contact tip sticking out, and it completely protects all the innards of the gun so you don't have to worry about the spatter going up into the holes of the MIG gun. It's worth it. I think this is maybe, I don't know, less than 10 bucks for this, and they last a long time. And there we are. Give her some baked enamel finish. Just going to get in here and clearance this just a little bit, like I said I wanted to, just to make sure that we don't have any issues. I don't think we will, but I'd rather not have the blades hit the mower deck and just take a little bit off right now and be safe. Wow, that's going to work good, guys. Now, the drawback to this, guys, is he goes and tells somebody he brought it to my place to be fixed, and then they see this and they think I did that work, but it's not really worth getting into more fabrication work than this thing is worth. But look how nice our plate looks underneath. Nice looking welds. They're all burned in real tight. Little stacks of dimes. They wrap all the way around, which I know that that's going to be good, although it just doesn't look great up here. But like I said, I didn't do that part. And here's our repair over here. That'll be plenty strong. And that's it, guys. Just a real quick repair. This is something that is probably very relevant to whatever you guys might do or might have. To have a mower deck or a push mower deck or something get bent or torn, that's a super common repair, and I just wanted to show you guys a couple ways that you can do it. Thanks for watching. New videos every Friday. I will see you guys next week. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.